how to make 100K a month with ugly YouTube videos just like this one. And all you need are these tools right here, which are all free. And I'm going to show you how I got 120,000 views for $0. You can see right here, 123,000 in less than 24 hours. I'm going to show you step by step how I did it using ugly YouTube videos just like this one. It requires zero editing, and why YouTube is the best platform in order to scale high ticket sales. And most importantly, how to turn your views on YouTube to be able to make a ton of money, and how I do this in less than 20 minutes of my time every single day. You can see right here, this is the video that we posted 2 days ago. It already got 2,000 views, 125 hours of watch time, and there's a science to this. Now, this is only going to be for you if you're selling or wanting to sell something above 3K plus, and mainly for creators that have a lot of subs, or if you're an agency or coach consultant who sells something high ticket. Now, this is after 8 years of creating content on YouTube, but more specifically, spending a lot of money on learning how to monetize YouTube the right way to make a lot of money. And so if you watch this, you'll save a ton of money as well as a lot of time. If you stay to the end, I'm going to give you all the tools, resources I'm going to cover, all the hacks, tricks that you can use to be able to make a lot of money on YouTube, and I also have a crazy offer for you at the end of the video. So let's talk about how we got to ugly YouTube videos. It's a weird name, it's a strange name, it's not a pretty name, but it makes a lot of money. So this is Zach right here, this is one of my clients, and he dropped this video, you can see here 1 month ago, and had 1.2K views. Now, 2K views, not that much, okay, not that much, but this video generated at least bare minimum 50K cash, probably a lot more, but as of right now, 50K cash. And so views and subs does not mean cash. Let me say that again. Views, subs does not mean cash. I literally know people and are friends with people that have 3 million followers and they only make 30K a month. And I know people that have 10,000 followers or even 5,000 followers that make 500K a month, 250K a month. So I want to introduce you ugly YouTube videos, and the only tools that you guys need, this is the starter pack right here, okay? This is not much. You just need Loom, which is free. You just need iPhone, everyone has, or use your webcam, Google Doc, which is free, Miro, which I'm using right now, Tweet Hunter, YouTube Analytics. That is it. What's crazy is I used to have a full-time video editor. I used to have a full-time content person, a videographer, a social media manager. Guess what? This required so much time and so much energy, so much production, cool cameras. I had a ring light, everything. I had a studio. I had it all set up. But this, listen to me, this is 80% of the waste that doesn't drive any of the results, okay? Any of it. And so I was spending all this time and energy to look cool, but this doesn't make me money. And so immediately I had to talk to the team. I said, hey team, guys, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna find you guys another job. It was a tough conversation, but I had to have it. I got rid of all of them. And now my content team that literally pulls in 100,000 views in a single day includes one VA, and that's it. I don't even have an editor. I got rid of an editor. It's just one VA that I pay $5 an hour, and I use Loom. I just use Loom, and this is it. And it only takes me 1 hour to literally sit down every morning, write out the video idea, put it on doc, record, and post. And that is the structure that I'm going to show you step by step how we do. And if you're like, well, Caleb, you get rid of all this, how are you going to get results? Well, this is it, guys. In the past 48 hours, this is the last video that I posted. You guys can check it out on my YouTube channel. 2,000 views, 125 hours of watch time, 40 subscribers with this. It's literally me just walking through this exact same structure, just like this video right here. So it's very stupid simple, okay? Now this is the actual magic in making ugly YouTube videos. You take this video. So this video took me 20 minutes to do. Then I post it on YouTube. Here's the sauce. This is how I made an extra 100K views. You can see right here, I take 5 minutes out of my day after I record a video, and I just make a 2-step post, which I'll explain how to do and what it is. But basically, it's just a snippet of what I recorded, and I post the Loom video on YouTube. Then I take the actual Loom video and I make a 2-step post. And so I have people opting in on Twitter right here. And I say, hey, I just recorded a 20-minute guide. And then I have literally 100,000 views, 883 leads for 5 minutes of my time, with a resource that I already published on YouTube, and then I send the Loom video. So the key here is when you send this, I also have it on Facebook right here, 188 comments. Okay, 2-step post, 188 comments, and I generate so many more leads, and I send everybody the Loom video. So I don't send them the YouTube video, I send them the Loom video, and right here, you can track who's watching it, how long they're watching it for. You can see right here, 305 views, and I saved 34 hours of watch time. Okay, and so this is how I leverage. All of this stems from one stupid, simple, $0 video, ugly YouTube video, and this is what I'm gonna break down. Okay, so I'm excited to break this down. So I've sold almost anyone through YouTube, for our clients, as well as ourselves, fitness, agency owners, coaches, chiropractors, med spas. It's by far the best platform to sell anybody. And in the past 30 days on YouTube, I clocked in 40,000 views, 1,800 hours of watch time, right, and 1,000 subscribers, right? It's by far the most compounding asymmetrical returns for your efforts. And it's the best salesperson, best appointments that are best in built-in retargeting, long form, all that good stuff. So what the heck is an ugly YouTube video? Well, I'll tell you what it's not. It's definitely not this guy right here with the cool setups. Okay, it's not the content person. It's not the videographer. It's not the social media managers. It's not doing all these cool productions. None of this. All right, what I call ugly YouTube videos, it's the 20% of the video that gets 80% of the results. Right? If you guys know the 80-20 principle, this is what the ugly YouTube video is. And by results, I do not mean views here, guys, right? You do not need to get a lot of views to get a lot of sales. The end goal for every YouTube video, this is what most creators get wrong and what most people get wrong in general, is that they make videos to get more views, but you should be making videos to make more money, more bank account, okay? Look at this guy. Will Brown is a great example. All 3 of his videos, he demolished. He even demolished Iman Gotzi, right? Iman Gotzi used to get a lot of views. This guy doesn't even do any editing. Nothing. Nada. Right? It's the ugly YouTube video framework. It's a principle. It's a science. Look at Charlie Morgan. His most popular videos were in the past 2 months. And guess what he did? Ugly YouTube videos. It's literally him. I'm showing you the style right now and how he does it, right? And he rakes in 700,000 views. No editing, no fancy edits, no camera, like nothing crazy, okay? So these are the 3 things you need to know to be able to crack ugly YouTube videos that make a lot of money. The very first principle is time to value, value to time, and then prediction of future value. We're gonna dive into this a lot more in depth. Here are some quick tips. Number 1, focus on how-tos. You can see right here, these are all top 7 of my videos. Top 7 of my videos. Do you guys notice the trend? Don't start SMMA. How I book 15 appointments. I moved from this to that. How to send out this. How to do this. I sent out 1 million. Raw reality, right? These all have a trend, okay? These have racked up over 30,000 views. And so you need to focus on how-tos, focus on outcomes, walk people through, show not tell. This is why ugly YouTube videos work so well, because I'm showing you guys the sauce. I'm not just talking about it, I'm showing it. Right? And it's super simple to show. Number 2 is you want to focus on watch time, right? Every video that has knocked it out the park for me has always had a very high watch time, right? And there's a science that goes into watch time, which I'm going to explain here, that makes you a ton of money, right? High retention, value dense. Every video needs to be so dense with value. And that's the value to time ratio, which I'm going to break down. How can you make 5 hours of content into 7 minutes? That's what you want to think about, right? It must be so freaking good for the time and the price that somebody pays to watch your video. Okay, so we're going to dive into the first principle. If you take the next 2 minutes to really understand this principle, I promise you, you'll make so much money. So this is called value to time. And this explained, the second I got this, I started to now understand not only why I watch videos, right, and who I watch and how I filter, but also when I understood that, I now can understand how to make videos in a certain way and how to captivate people to make me money, right? So I'm going to show you guys a great example of a video that I use to be able to do this, and a lot of great examples. A lot of the people that you see popping off on YouTube and making a lot of money from YouTube use this principle. Okay, so it's called value to time. Value to time. And value to time, what it is that it's the amount of value that you provide in a given period of time. Okay, so if you think about this, if I took 5 hours of value, right? So let's say there's a really good course that has 5 hours of content. If I condensed all 5 hours and I just made it so freaking good and I simplified it down to 7 minutes, well, think about this. This is 5 hours of paid content that I can filter into 7 minutes and I make it free. That is value to time. It's a given value, the amount of value in a given time frame of a video. And when you can understand this, you can create so much value in your videos and make your videos so good. And that is what allows people to watch. The reason why you're watching right now, right, 4 or 5 minutes into this, is because of value to time. Right? And so you don't want to cheap out on this, because every time you give value and you condense it down and you make it short, you build a goodwill jar. Okay, you build a goodwill jar. And Alex has a really good video, his latest video, that explains how to build a brand. But really the essential of what he says in his 1 hour video, I'll condense it down to this, right? It's value to time principle. And basically how I use this is that this only had 2K views, but this made me so much money because it doesn't matter about the views. It's the value to time ratio. And so this is 25 minutes, but I broke down an entire presentation. This is probably one of my best videos yet, which is why it converted so well. And I just broke down an entire $15,000 mastermind group that I presented this to, and I made it free. And it was all the slides, all the courses, all the things, everything that you need to know to be able to send out 10,000 DMs. And you look at Joel and a lot of people that are popping off right here, you can see right here, an entire free course 3 hours of content, guys. 3 hours. Every one of his videos are just value, 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 value. It's all the free courses that he gives away. And so the value to time ratio is insane. And so whenever a lead lands on his YouTube or Charlie Morgan's YouTube, this is why Joel and Charlie, I don't know, they probably make 67% of their revenue, which is probably like 500, 600 grand plus a month from just YouTube. Because the amount of value that they provide in their YouTube videos, people can go through 5-10 hours of content and not have to talk to a single sales rep and get so much value, right? Again, it doesn't matter about the views, but the value that's provided in the videos are so good that they need to watch every single one. And by the time they go through it, they're like, dude, give me your credit card. Like, let me just pay you. So the second principle in order to be able to make YouTube videos that make you a ton of money and get a lot of views is called time to value, which means do not start the video, guys. Please do not do this. Do not start the video and say, hey guys, my name is Caleb. This is what I used to do in my videos. I want to show you guys a day in the life of XYZ, XYZ, and it takes so long to get to the point, right? One of the best things that you could do is just get straight to it and answer this number one question, which is what's in it for me? You must immediately answer what's in it for me and give them value immediately. And there's a great book. This is by far one of the best books. If I look at, we're about to close off on our first million. If I look at the number one book that's been able to help me the most in copywriting, it's going to be this book right here. All right. And if you think about this, guys, in order to make YouTube videos that convert and that make you a lot of money, right, and also get a lot of views, but more importantly, make you a lot of money, what is it? What's a video? It's really words, right? Right now, I'm reading words off the screen. Guess what? I did this entire thing. I'm not riffing this. I copyrighted this entire thing. I wrote it down. And so copywriting is the essential skill to be able to get a lot of views on YouTube, but be able to make money from YouTube. All right. And this is why we're going all in on YouTube, because we realize this is our skill set. Like, I'm really good at copywriting. And so if you can learn copywriting, it's a skill that you can learn, record a video, and now you can sell to 10,000 people, 50,000 people, 100,000 people. So let's go ahead and cover these questions. If you guys answer these questions in your YouTube videos, I promise you, this will print you money. And also, if you think about watch time, right? If you can answer these questions that are naturally happening in a human's mind, right? What's in it for me? They're always asking, right? If you have to know the psychology of people. If you can answer those questions, guess what? People are going to listen, right? You're going to listen because I am talking to your needs, right? I'm giving you guys value. And so these are the questions that most humans go through, okay? The number one question that you need to answer is, how is this different from everything else I've seen, right? Which I'm going to go into, right? You need to trigger dopamine. In this world that's so addicted to dopamine, if they think, oh, this video, oh, I've already heard this advice, oh, I already know this, right? What did I start this YouTube video with? Ugly YouTube videos. Have you guys ever heard of a term called ugly YouTube videos? No, right? Because it doesn't exist. Because I made it up. Because it activates dopamine. And it's new. If you guys didn't think it was new, right? Our mind is just going to, it's reptilian brain. It's going to ignore the information. There's way too much information. We have to filter to what's most important, right? And that's why it's so important to be unique. So you need to answer, how is this different, right? Number two is, what's in it for me? So this is the principle, right? Time to value. What's in it for me? Am I getting value from this video? The second you don't get value from this video, you're going to click off. So you must answer what's in it for them, right? Most important word is you. What's in it for them, right? You. What promise can I make in my videos, right, that makes the customer want to salivate? Right? What's the key desire? What can I promise them? If I say in this video, hey guys, I'm going to just show you how to send out 10,000 DMs and that's it. Or I say, hey, I'm going to show you 10,000 DMs on how, so that you can make an extra 20 grand, and talk about the result and talk about what they're going to get. There's so much substance to that, right? How do I know it's real, right? These are all the questions. If you guys want to pause this, read this, answer these questions, it's going to help tremendously with your videos. So let me show you guys how I use this framework in this video, this exact video. This is how I use the same framework I just broke down to you guys. So how to make 100K a month with ugly YouTube videos. What do you guys think? Headline, outcome. This is what you're going to get, outcome, right? And then I just laid out a way to be able to make YouTube a money printer with what we call ugly YouTube videos. What is this? Unique. It's unique. It's different. Dopamine, open loop, right? Curiosity. Humans, we want to finish the loops. Right? We never want the door to not be closed. We always want things to finish, right? Which is why open loop, unique, right? You want to keep the users engaged, right? Ugly videos. How do I make 100K a month? How do I do this? I got to watch the end of the video, right? You're triggering what we call the reptilian brain, right? You want to get past this and go to the neocortex, all right? And then I break down how I'm going to show you guys how I got 120,000 views for $0. $0. How do you get 120,000 views for $0? All in less than 24 hours. How do you do it in less than 24 hours? This is also an outcome that you want. You want to learn how to get 120,000 views for $0 in less than 24 hours using what we call ugly YouTube videos. What is that? Zero editing. What? I don't need this big fancy thing. Right? It goes against everything. Unique, different, dopamine. Right? Why YouTube is the best platform. Most importantly, how to turn views into cash. This is what you want. This is the outcome. Right? How I do it for less than 20 minutes of my time. Oh, it doesn't take a lot of time. Oh, I must watch this. Right? And so I write down all of these points for you to be able to stay with me and want to watch the entire video. This is what's going to get your brain triggered to actually watch this, right? It's a science. It's a science, right? Again, our brains don't like leaving things open. And so as humans, if I open loop you, right, and this works in videos, sales calls, everything, in persuasion, right, you're going to listen, right? Tonality, things like that. These are the things that are going to get you engaged in listening, right? And so views and subs, this is why I said views and subs does not mean cash. Boom. I'm challenging a belief. Immediately, I'm going in. I'm saying challenging belief. This is what most people think. They think views and subs mean cash. It doesn't, right? And so I'm instilling hope to somebody that doesn't have a lot of views or subs that they can make a lot of cash, right? And improve. Boom. I have a friend that has 3 million followers, only makes 30K a month. I also have somebody I know that has 10,000 followers and makes 500K a month. Now, the next part is I call out immediately who this is for. So I say creators, agents, owners, coaches, consultants. The reason why you guys want to do call outs, right? Whenever you guys see people doing advertisements and they call out people, it's because it draws away the people that you don't want to sell to, right? And it draws more of the people that you do want to sell to, right? So I see a lot of times people are like, oh, I want to take this mass approach. I just want to be able to target everybody. I just want to target B2B agency owners or just like anybody. The problem with that is that when you try to get everybody, no one's polarizing, right? Copywriting videos, YouTube videos that convert, right? If you want to sell through YouTube videos and you want to stop sales calls, the way to get people sold on a 5, 10K, 15, 20K package is to polarize them, right? You want to get so specific on who you're targeting and get that person, when they're watching this video, they're like, damn, this is me. Right? If I'm 26, I'm a Korean American, I was born in New York. If I was like, hey, this is for you. If you're 26, you're a Korean American, you're in Medellin, Colombia, and you're born from New York, and you're in a digital marketing agency, then this video is for you. What the heck? I'm like, if I watch this video, I'm like, dude, this is, even if that video gets 1 view, okay, and it's just me, listen, if I have money and I'm the right person to go after, listen, I'm paying just because I'm like, this video is only meant for me. Who else is a 26-year-old Asian that's in Medellin, Colombia, that's traveling the world, that's from New York? Not a lot of people, okay? So this is why you want to get so specific, because you want to polarize people in the right way. Yes, it might mean less views, but again, we want to make YouTube a money-making machine, okay? And then I go into, okay, after 8 years of content, I'm exaggerating everything. 8 years of content, spending a freaking buttload of money in order to learn how to monetize content so you can save yourself a ton of time and 3 years and 8 years of content and $50,000 I spent all for free in this 10-minute video. Boom. It's like, what? 8 years of learnings, $50,000 that he spent, and all the trials and errors and all the mistakes that he made in one YouTube video. Heck yeah, I'm gonna watch that, right? Value to time. You see, that's the ratio. So I condense it. Boom. Immediately, now you can make a decision, and I say stay to the end because I'm going to give you guys all the resources, which I will. I'll give you guys an amazing offer, and tools and resources, right? Boom. Immediately, when you hear this, you can now make a decision immediately if the video will be worth your time, right? If the value in this video is going to be worth your time, right? And that's what gets people to stay, and as they stay, that's how you get people to buy on YouTube videos. I had to save the best for last, and the most important, which is prediction of future value. That is the third principle, and it's directly from Alex Hormozi. This is probably one of his biggest concepts. He talks about this almost all the time. And let me just read this tweet, because this tweet is everything. A buying decision is based on a prediction of future value. The best way to make someone confident that they'll get value after they buy is to provide value before they buy. And so make your free stuff so good, people feel like it got leaked from behind a paywall. In other words, he is saying that instead of giving people value after they buy, give so much value, not just any value, right? Not just any value, but give people, right? I want you to think about your highest paying client, right? We had a client that was paying us like 20K, 25K plus over a lifetime. And this guy, right, we gave him the best stuff. And if I gave him the best stuff, it's taking that, what somebody would charge me 25 grand for, let's say 3 months, and giving away for completely free, right? And that's the mentality that you need, right? Because what that does is that when you give value before someone even bought your stuff, and you give it away for free. The YouTube videos I showed you with Joel Kaplan gives away his entire 3-hour course, gives away entire information, all of it for free. Guess what? Their perceived value goes up. They think, wow, if this free stuff is this good, that how's their paid stuff, right? How's their paid stuff if their free stuff is that good? And here's a problem. 99% of people trying to sell high ticket, right? Or if you're just trying to sell to your audience right now, if you're agency, coach, consultant, creator, you guys don't create enough future value. I've seen it enough times with creators that even have a big following or agency owners that don't create any sort of future value. There's no prediction of future value in their videos, right? All the best information and value is gatekeep, right? Most of you guys are gatekeeping your information. So what I want to introduce is like, take the course, like the course that you guys have, anything that you guys have, and give the best stuff away for free, right? Or start making good stuff, right? And so if you aren't, from this quote from Alex, if you aren't regularly using long form, right, YouTube to provide long form value, you are missing out on a ton of sales, right? And these are the steps that your prospects need to take to get value from you, right? This is what it looks like right now, right? Before you guys change this, it's usually like ads or videos to a direct to offer, right? A calendar page or an opt-in, and then a sales guy, and then maybe some follow-ups. This is it, right? And they become a lead, they book an appointment, they speak to a sales rep, they have to drop 3K, 5K, 10K to join your guys' program. And then after maybe even a month, then some companies don't even get results within the first 2 months. Then they receive their first value, right? And if you think about this, like this is what's creating a lot of people and a lot of resistance to buy. And you have 3% of buyers that will always buy, right? But then here's like the 37%. And in your market, 37% is a lot of people, right? So 37% of people are willing to buy, but because you're not giving value up front, and because you're just going directly from your videos or from your ads or from your outreach directly to buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, and there's no prediction of future value where people can't tell how good your stuff is, right? And for that reason, they're not confident in buying, then guess what? You're missing out on literally 37% of your market right now. And this is the entire market. All of you guys are going after 3%. You guys are just hoping for sales. You're not giving prediction of future value, which will allow you to capture 37% of the market and be able to make you a ton of money, right? So in 2024, the landscape is dramatically changing. If you guys don't change now, like this is going to get worse, right? The market right now, it's almost like there's a big wall. There's a big paywall. And on the other side of the wall, right, there's only a few people that have actually bought a program. But there's like 99% of people in your market right now that are just traumatized. They've bought something before and they just don't want to buy anything again, right? They're traumatized. They had a bad experience. And so there's a big wall. Everyone's, trapped on the other side. 97% of people are trapped on the other side. And you're trying to pull people in. You're like, say, oh yeah, no, come. I'll give you this. I'll give you this. I'll give you this. And you're kind of just like screaming, right? But you're still screaming from the other side of the wall. So there's the other side of the wall and you're still screaming to buy my stuff, but they're too scared. They're too traumatized. Whereas the smart person, right? The person that understands prediction of future value would walk over, right? Instead of just talking, oh yeah, this is awesome. My product's awesome. Come, pass the paywall. Instead, the person that understands prediction of future value is going to walk over, get to the other side of the wall, shake the person's hand, and help them out. Give some sort of value. Help them, right? And then he's going to walk back over to the other side of the paywall and say, hey, do you want to come join me? Guess what? Who do you think they're going to join? The people that have been just talking all the time, shouting out their ass, not really providing any sort of value, not giving any sort of prediction of future value, or the person that literally had to walk over, gave value, talked to the person, built rapport, went back to the paywall and said, hey, do you want to buy my stuff now? Yeah. You guys see the difference, right? It's also psychology. When you give something to somebody, you give some sort of value, humans naturally want to give it back, right? We feel obligated to give things back. And so when you give, guess what? People are going to give in terms of money, right? And so this is what you guys need to start doing. Again, there's a lot of movement right now. If you guys are seeing this online space, literally people dropping their paid courses, 11 hours of courses, they're giving away for free. Why? Prediction of future value. Okay, because you capture this entire market, right? Joel right now is capturing this entire market. That's why he's able to make $1 million a month. Okay, so the prediction of future value is created when you give your prospects value that's so good, they feel like it got leaked from your paid stuff. That's how it should feel, right? This video right now, I want you guys to feel like this is some sauce, right? And you're like, okay, this should have been in a free course, or this should have been in a paid course. I should have paid Caleb 10 grand for this, right? Guess what? When I drop my offer, you guys are going to want to buy because I give you value, right? And so in my experience, it's very hard to do this with shorts and reels, right? It's very hard to do this, and especially if you're selling a high ticket, right? The value has to match the amount of money that you're asking for. Does that make sense? So if you're selling something that's $100, then yes, you can create prediction of future value. You can still create prediction of future value through a 15-second reel, right? And who is Jenny AI? They did a freaking great job of this. They show UGCs of them actually using the tools, and it looks so good. It's so valuable, and it would justify being able to buy a software for $15 a month, right? Prediction of future value. But if you want to sell something for $5,000, then we're talking that you need to create some long form content, right? And this long form content better be good. It better be good. It better not be you talking out your ass for 15 minutes. It better be some real stuff that you're talking about where it goes deep and depth, right? So the goal is to make $25,000 worth of value into a 10-minute video. Oh, I always ask myself this question. Whenever I'm pulling up my doc and I'm writing my report, I'm thinking, okay, how can somebody watch this to make 25 grand, right? And then how can I take that information and respect their time and put it into 10 minutes, right? This will create prediction of future value in their head if you literally work backwards from answering this question, and they'll be invested to learn way more. And then when they get your free stuff, they're like, okay, this stuff is so good. Where's the paid stuff? Let me learn the paid stuff. Let's talk about how to make content that actually converts. And one of my best videos had 1,500 views, but the amount of sales that it got for the amount of views it got is stupid. Okay. And there's a science to it. I'm telling you guys from experience, my YouTube videos have not gotten a lot of views. I mean, just look at this. Look at, like, this is not much. It's not much. But it racked in a lot of sales. And so I'm going to break down the framework. There's a framework to follow this, okay? So misconception. A lot of people think you need a lot of views. You don't, okay? And I'm saying this from experience. You do not need a lot of views. You just need the right eyeballs, and you just need to make the right sort of content, right? Now, I'd be lying if I say it didn't matter, right? It's almost like sales calls. Like, yes, a lot of sales calls would be great, but I also want to be closing at 50%. Like, I don't need to take 100 sales calls. If I could take 50 and close like 50%, rather than taking, whatever, 100, then I'm going to take it all day. So just focus on getting the framework down. Oftentimes when you get the framework down and you actually make a video that converts using this framework, that also means a lot of views, right? You will get a lot of views as well. And so go first principles, right? You just need people to pull out their credit cards. That's the main thing. And an example here is like this guy. I don't know. I mean, nothing wrong with Will Ross, but he gets 29K views. Now, I can promise you, like, this guy probably made $0 from this video, right? Like, it doesn't matter that he's talking about a SMA cold calling experience. Like, no one cares about that, right? No one's willing to pay money after watching that video. Whereas if you guys watch this video, well, watch this video, okay? Watch this video. Okay, I'll link it somewhere here. Watch this video. Tell me, watch the entire thing. Let me know if you guys are looking to get clients and you guys are an agency owner. Let me know if you watch this video and you want to pay me money afterwards. You will. You will want to pay me money, okay? So why? Why is that the case? Because it's a framework, right? The main thing that you want to do is you want to be a problem solver, right? So I want you to think of your niche. Think of all the problems and the main problems that they go through, and get so clear on what they've been exposed to, right? What have they tried? What have they been sold? What have they bought before? And why haven't they still got the result, right? They're still watching your videos. The only reason why you're watching this video is because you haven't found a solution yet. You haven't been able to make YouTube videos that convert, right? You haven't been able to make more sales. This is why you're watching this video. So I know what you've been watching. You've probably gone through courses. You've probably gone through coaching programs. You've probably tried to sell some things. You try to make YouTube videos. You try to buy into a setup, and it just didn't work, right? You tried all those things. And so I'm giving you a solution in this video, right? And when you do this, right, when you create videos, not for the sake of getting views and trying to, cold calling experience or whatever, but like videos that actually solve problems in your niche, you develop massive trust because you're giving value, right? And you develop massive authority, which helps so much on sales calls, right? Where people are just willing to pay you, lay down sales, right? Pay in fulls because you're solving problems. This is the main thing, right? So solve problems. I like to look at my video ideas as mini VSLs. So if you look at every topic in my video, it's almost answering a problem. Almost every video is a VSL to a problem. Right? And my goal is to make my YouTube entertaining, but also have it so freaking valuable that when people go through, it's like a mini VSL. Guys, I want to be clear. I don't make content to make content. I don't make content because I want to look cool, or I don't make content because I like making content. I make content to make sales. right? If you're not making content and your content's not making you sales, then there's something dramatically wrong about that, right? There's something dramatically wrong. If you're doing reels and you're not making sales, rethink your strategy. Why are you doing reels? To get views? Do you want views? Or do you want to solve problems and get paid money? Right? That's what you need to figure out. Okay, so again, this is the framework, right? This is the framework. I want to break down what I did here. When I made this video, before I even drafted out this idea, I knew that people sucked at making YouTube videos. They don't understand how to use YouTube to make money, right? And they don't know how to make 120,000 views for $0. I know you guys are lazy, right? So you guys want a quick and easy way, and you guys want fast results. So 24 hours. I spoke to those things. You guys don't want to have to edit. You guys don't want a production team. You guys don't want to spend a lot of time, right? You guys want to not make a lot of views, but you guys want to make money. That's why I keep talking to you guys about how to make money, not get views, right? And you guys still don't understand why YouTube is the best platform to make high ticket sales, right? So I'm addressing all of these things, right? Because I know my audience, right? And I know my audience, I know you guys aren't using YouTube in this way, right? So that's what I'm addressing, right? And I'm able to make a video topic around this and speak to you guys on that, okay? And so a lot of it is what you know about your field is a great graph, and what your clients know, right? And what they think they know, right? And what you actually show to your clients, right? And this is the message that your clients can't figure out. They don't know this part. They don't know this part of the world, right? They only know this. And they're stuck in their own bubble. So you got to talk to their bubble and talk to them about what is actually happening and give them real value, solve their actual problems. And when you solve enough problems, right, in long form content, they're going to want to buy from you. Now, for the very last part, and this is the easiest part, is how to actually make the ugly YouTube videos. So you can see right here, this is the Miro board, and you can see some fancy drawings and some graphics and awesome. Guys, this takes me literally like 30 minutes to an hour to make. Okay. Now you don't have to take 30 minutes to an hour. You can make it a lot sooner, but I just like to put a lot of, I like doing this, right? This is my craft. I want to become an author at some point. But besides the point, what I told you guys, right? To make YouTube videos that convert, it's copywriting. So you got to be a good marketer, right? So what I always do is all my YouTube videos, I script out, right? Now, some people say script it out, don't script it out. Now, if we're talking about YouTube videos that convert and that make you money, I would suggest that you script it out, right? And I script out the entire thing. And for me, it's just like copywriting. It's my craft. I do this every single day, and this is what I do. So I graph everything out on a Google Doc, right? And then I take the written forms and I take it and I paste it into Miro, and then I'll have my VA find pictures and videos, or I'll do it myself, that matches the actual words, right? And then I just record on loop. Right. So I write it out, copyright the whole thing, put it on Miro, put some pictures and graphics and videos, right? Either I'll do it or my VA will do it. And then I put it on the Miro board, just like this. So Doc, Miro board. And then I'm on Loom right now, right? This is Loom. And then I'll just record. And boom. And then no editing, right? I just record in parts and pieces, and then I just keep recording. And I just combine it all together. And there you go. That's my ugly, stupid, simple YouTube videos that make a buttload of money, okay? And you don't need a fancy setup. You don't need an editor. You don't need to edit your videos. I'm just going to end this recording, and I'm just going to post it, and that's it. That's my framework. Then I'm going to go on Twitter. Then I'm going to go to my newsletter. I'm going to go on Facebook, do my 2-step post, drive 100K views to my YouTube video, and then rack up views and watch time and sales. So that's it. And this is probably the best way to make a ton of money in 2024. So that's the framework. If you guys are interested, if you're a creator, agency owner, coach, consultant, you have, let's say, a following, or you sell something high ticket online, and you want to use this system, you want to learn copywriting, you want to learn how to actually make this framework, the ugly YouTube framework, to make sales and make a ton of money, then DM me on Instagram, Caleb Che. There's going to be a link down below to my Instagram, and DM me the word community. Right, community. And I'm thinking of dropping a private community. Now, I might not do this, right? But for the first few people that actually DM me the word community, I'll consider it. I'll ask you a few questions and see if it's a good fit. But it'll be something cheap, right? Something cheap for you guys to come in, because I am entering a season where I just want to be artistic. I want to be able to drop some value. So I can send you the link to the wait list, and we'll see if we drop it. But if you guys are interested, go ahead, DM me the word community on Instagram. And otherwise, have a great day. Peace.